Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind. How much money do I actually need to retire comfortably? It can feel like trying to hit a moving target, but don't worry. We're going to break it down into easy-to-understand steps. No complicated jargon allowed. Remember, this video is for informational purposes only. Consult with qualified professionals before making important financial decisions. Thanks for watching Grow Wealthy with me. If you're in your 20s or early 30s, congratulations. Time is your biggest superpower when it comes to retirement. Think of your retirement savings like a snowball rolling downhill. The earlier you start, the more time it has to gather snow, interest, and grow into something massive by the time you retire. Even if you can only spare a little bit each month, it makes a huge difference in the long run. Even if it's just enough to get your full employer 401k match, that's essentially free money they're giving you. For those of you in this age group who are already maxing out your retirement accounts, awesome job. But remember, when you're young, you have a lot of time to recover from market downturns. Start early, contribute consistently, and don't be afraid to take calculated risks to supercharge your returns. Alright, so you're in your late 30s, 40s, or early 50s. Basically, you're in the heart of your career. You're probably making more money than you were a decade ago, but your expenses are probably higher too. Kids, mortgages, car payments, it all adds up. If you haven't been saving consistently, now's the time to get serious. And if you're behind on your savings goals, don't freak out, it's not too late to catch up. For those of you who are on track, congrats, keep doing what you're doing. But don't just set it and forget it, regularly review your investment mix. As you get closer to retirement, your risk tolerance might change, and your investment strategy should reflect that. If you're ahead of the game, explore other investment opportunities like real estate, index funds, or starting your own business. Chapter 3. Ages 51 to 65. Retirement is just around the corner. At this stage, it's less about aggressively growing your wealth, and more about protecting what you've built and creating a plan for how that money will last throughout your golden years. If you're significantly behind on your savings, don't panic, but do know that you'll need to make some tough decisions. You might need to consider delaying retirement, picking up a side hustle, or downsizing your lifestyle to make ends meet. For those of you who are on track, now's the time to start getting into the nitty-gritty of your retirement plan. When do you want to start withdrawing from your accounts? How are you going to manage taxes in retirement? What about healthcare costs? And if you're fortunate enough to be ahead of schedule, you could retire early, travel the world, or finally pursue those passions you never had time for. It's also a good idea to start thinking about estate planning and how you want to pass on your wealth to the next generation. Chapter 4. Key takeaways and call to action. First, start early. The sooner you start saving, the better. Second, figure out how much you'll realistically need each year in retirement. Don't just throw out a random number. Actually sit down and think about your expenses. Third, familiarize yourself with the 4% rule. It's a general guideline that suggests you can safely withdraw 4% of your retirement savings each year without running out of money. And finally, don't forget about inflation. The cost of goods and services goes up over time, so you need to make sure your money keeps pace. A great first step is to use an online retirement calculator. There are tons of free ones available online. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful and that it gave you a better understanding of how to plan for retirement. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more personal finance content like this, make sure to smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.